Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another weekly episode. And today, as usual, I got some stuff to show. Pretty decent week. I've actually, as usual, I've got actually more stuff than I can show in one video. So I'm kind of just piling it up here, and it's good to have that because you never know when I go through a dry spell, I'm not going to have anything to show. So just pull from below here and we're good. So today's going to be kind of a Mattel centric video, except for we do have some mini GT as well. So it's going to be mini GT, Matchbox, and Hot Wheels, basically, is what it's going to be. All right, so I guess we really got, I don't know, whatever. I got like 5 mini GT we can look at. We've got 2 of these Lancia Delta Integrales right here, both very similar but have slightly different decoration, and we can talk about that in the next segment when we pull these out of the package. I am stoked to finally see this casting outside of the package, so that's going to be really cool. They announced this casting I think a long time ago, and I think for some reason like these got recalled or something, but they still got sold. I don't really know the deal with that. Someone else can chime in and let me know if they know what's up with that, but there may be some quality control issues with these. That might be why. I'm not sure if it was a licensing issue or if it was quality. I think it was quality. Something that Mini GT wasn't happy about. And they'll cancel stuff, they'll recall stuff, they'll do things if something's not right. They'll try to make it right. So that's respectable of that company. So very, very awesome. All right, and then we got Porsche 911 Targa 4S in white. So we'll be checking out that. We've got and that's a new casting for me as well as the Mazda Miata MX-5 in Mariner Blue headlight up configuration. This is a brand new casting for me as well. Have not seen this one yet. And then we got the 2 Kaido House 510 Wagons, which I've opened up. They're not chases, spoiler alert. I got these from my buddy SC Diecast, as well as some other stuff that we're going to look at today. So shout out to them. Thank you very much. Helped me out there. Gave me a good deal on a massive purchase of a bunch of stuff from them. So that was good. These turned out beautiful, by the way. I did post one picture or a couple pictures of this green one that I took on my Instagram. They looked really good. So we will check that out. And then we got some Matchbox. We've got Range Rover from the moving parts line. I got this from a buddy at the local meet, so I appreciate that. Really, really cool. And then I also got this from him as well, Boulevard car that I was missing. I did not have this one. I don't think, actually, you know what? I think I'm missing the majority of the series. I think this might actually be the only car from this Boulevard series that I have now. So I need the Volkswagen, I need the Nissan Hardbody, the Honda Civic EG, and the Toyota 4Runner. I never found this set at all in my local area. But I'm glad to at least, I guess, check this one off the list. So that's nice. So he helped me out with those. Oh, and he also gave me this, which is very awesome. So thank you very much for that. Very, very cool. This is from Hot Wheels. I think it's G-Case or something. I'm not sure. It's a Porsche 935, and it looks awesome in this kind of Goodyear livery sort of thing going on. All right, and then more from SC Diecast. We got another set that I don't think ever showed up in my area, or if it did, it was in and gone very, very quickly. From the Matchbox Collectors series, we got Pagani Huayra in white. We got the Nissan GTR Nismo in white, and then we've got the Datsun 240ZX, one of my favorite Matchbox castings right here, in this really cool red, white, and blue sort of livery thing. So that's pretty awesome too. So got those from SC Diecast. I forget what else was in the this wave of these, but I think the other ones I didn't really need or didn't really care to get. I'm pretty sure that's how that went down. I also got Team Transport, the latest set of Team Transport from SC Diecast as well. We got the Lancia Stratos Group 5 with the truck. The truck I don't care about. The car, of course, I do. We got Golf livery here on a Porsche. What is it? The 917 LH with a Golf truck. And then the third one in the set is the AMC Rebel Machine. Very cool there. So we got that. And then lastly, the last thing we're going to look at is a couple more Hot Wheels. We've got from the Fast and Furious Premium set, or from Replica Entertainment. I don't know. Basically, all these cars are re-releases with slight differences, and some of them are wheels, so I guess a wheel change isn't really a slight difference. That would be considered sort of a major difference. So we do got two that are wheel changes. I got the 87 Buick Regal Grand National and the 99 Ford F-150 SVT Lightning. I think the Lightning looks way better on these wheels than the previous wheels. The Grand National, I think, looks better on the wheels that came out in before this one. So I just had to get these both. And then, of course, I had to get the 77 Firebird. Now, the difference in the Firebird, there's really not much different about it at all. I'm not going to get out the other ones because I seriously would have to dig them out to get the other cars out to take a look at and compare to these. So, I don't know. Check out the Lamley Group video. He did it. He compared them, showed the differences and all that stuff. Did a great job of that. So, if you haven't seen that, just check that out. That will clear things up. I think that's going to be it. Should we pick up one more thing to look at? Just seeing if there's anything kind of standalone-ish that I can grab out here. You know what? Why not? Let's knock these two trucks out. Hey, what's a video without an Auto World square body? Sure. These are from Diecast's collectors, exclusives. There's a pink one and a red one, and there's also a white one. I don't have the white one yet, but I think my buddy Todd picked it up for me like in a set with a chase, and I got to buy that from him. So yeah, once I get that from him, then I will have the white and the ultra red of that. There is, of course, ultra reds of these as well. More square bodies to join the fleet. These are kind of plain looking, and they're okay. They're not bad. We'll look at them and we'll talk about them in the next segment. There. How's that? We'll add that. Yeah, let's flip the camera around and let's open some stuff up. Stay tuned. All right, so let's actually start this second half with taking a peek real quick at these Diecast's collectors trucks. So these are, like I said, very basic. It looks like they were produced back in December of 2021. So they took a while to come out, and they kind of like, all of a sudden they popped 3 in a row. Like, so it's a white one, then the pink one, and then finally the red one. I'm not 100% certain on what they are limited to. I'm guessing they're the 20, what are they? 2496 or whatever it is, 2000 some, whatever. So I guess fairly limited. I know I'm going to get a funny comment about these in the comments about, you know, enough square bodies already. These are plain, blah, 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 boring, 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 whatever. We got a pink one and we got a red one. Let's just open them up. So I do inevitably still need to try to track down the ultra reds for both of these to satisfy my completionism when it comes to Auto World. So that's still a thing. I like them actually. They don't look too bad. They're pretty nice. I mean, it's a pink truck. It's really basic. It's got the logo on the roof, which I say is probably the weak point of it. Other than that, it would look good as just a basic truck. We got some tires that are falling off the rims. What do we got here for a plate? BBH-061. Does that mean something? Anybody? Take a look at the details here. Yeah, you know, pretty basic, right? Let's just take a peek under the hood real quick. There's the engine. Yeah, not much to say. All right, next is this one in red. Again, you know, basic in red, just a different hue. Same sort of deal. We got the Diecast thing up there. This is a 76. What was the other one? The other one was a 78. This is a 76. I guess you can tell. Look at the differences between the two. Go ahead and open her up. So it's on these wheels. I believe they originally used for the Camaro before they started using them on these square bodies. And they work good on the square bodies. They look pretty good, except for the fact that the wheels really easily slip off of the rims. Not a major issue, but an issue nonetheless, I suppose. So this one's just in red, and it looks pretty decent. It appears... Is that BBH 061? Is that what that says? Yeah, I mean, is it the same? BBH 061 or Q61? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the significance of the plate is, but these both share the same plate. And you can see the grills are where you're going to really see the difference in the 2 years of the truck. So 70, what was it, 78, 76. Everything else, I believe, is the same. The tail lips are the same. But the grill is different. All right, so that's those two. Get those out of the way here real quick. And then I guess let's take a look at the Mini GT stuff next before we jump into the Mattel stuff. So here is Kaido House 013 and 012. Let's go ahead and get these out. I think these look really good. Inevitably, there's going to be some people that are going to steer away from them just because of the scale. These are not like true 1/64 scale. They're definitely larger than 1/64 scale. And I would say, yeah, this is basically Hot Wheels scale. I honestly, I kind of was disappointed about that at first, and now I'm kind of over it. I don't really care all that much that they're not true 1/64. I mean, these would be really small if they were true 1/64 scale, which I'm not opposed to. It's just, I don't know. So these do have some pieces and bits that are pretty fragile. They do, well, I should say though, the mirrors are still the standard like Mini GT stuff where it's, they're like a rubber. So they're not like a brittle plastic that's going to fall off super easy. Lots of detail in this. You got the little tailpipes too that stick out. Bumper is a plastic separate piece. This is a separate piece up front with the lens detail for the headlights. We got lens detail for the taillights as well. It's a sick little car. And I think the hood opens, right? I think. I don't think I've opened it yet. It does open like that way, right? And we got the standard like Kaido House too. The kind of like, I don't know what they call this, but it looks cool. Kind of rainbow metal kind of deal. Can we get this hood open? Let's try a Surplus Goodies business card. You know, I got these from SC Diecast. Where did I put their card? Maybe, does it open up? Oh, it does open up just like that. For some reason, I thought it opened up in reverse. I don't know why I thought that. Maybe because the next one, like the Z that's coming out, opens up in reverse. But we got a lot of detail under there. Really, really cool. And by the way, I got these from, like I said, SC Diecast. Here's the card. I got them down here. There they are. Check them out. Scott and Lindsay Cleveland. Nice folks. Somewhat local to me. They're good to me. So I appreciate that. And there you go. Pretty awesome. I've got, I think, the other ones that coming from Surplus Goodies. So I got some stuff coming from him, too. Which is another release of these. It would be cool to get a chase in one of these days. It would be neat. Here's the other one. This is the number 13 in green. I actually prefer the green one. I think it looks cooler. It's kind of Christmasish, being green and red. But man, it's beautiful. I really, really do like it. I like the wheels being the rims being gold too. I think that's a cool touch. Very, very neat. I don't think there's any difference under the hood, but we'll take a peek anywho and how. And nope, same. Good detail in there. I took some really cool pictures of this, actually. I took some pictures of this that I actually focus stacked. If you're not familiar with that, it's taking kind of, when you get up close to a car and you're trying to take an image of a car that's this small and you're up close, your depth of field isn't that great, meaning that you'll get like most of the car in focus, especially for shooting in kind of lower light. So you have to use, lower aperture numbers. So you'll get most of the car in focus, but the back will be out of focus and stuff like that. So what I did was I focus stacked images, meaning I took images at different focal points and stacked them together to create one sharp image of the car from front to back. And I think they turned out really good. It was kind of my first few attempts at that. And I'll probably be doing that in the future when I do diecast photography, is trying to focus stack the cars when I'm taking pictures of them up close. I think it's just kind of a neat thing. So it's fun to do too. It's almost magical when you see the images come together. So really neat on that, but very cool. I really like these. I think these are awesome. I like the whole Kaido House line. I just think they're neat. They're different. They're very detailed. They're very immaculately detailed. I love that they're actually made by Mini GT. I think that's honestly the best thing for Jun to have done. Best diecast company for him to have collaborated with is definitely Mini GT, because you got that mix between having a super detailed brand with a brand that also cares about being able to roll the car across your desk and stuff like that, and the kind of the philosophy that Mini GT takes, making the most accurate model but still making it not a static display piece. And I respect that wholeheartedly with Mini GT. It's why they're one of my favorite brands. So very, very awesome. Those are very nice pieces. I really do like them. And then we got the other stuff from Mini GT. So we got this to scale stuff. I believe to scale anyway. I'm not sure how much they really stress true 1/64 scale in their stuff. And if I can get, I should have opened these, sorry, off camera. I really do apologize about that. Wow, this, like, the cellophane on this one is unbelievably strong. Or I'm just unbelievably weak today. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. All right. Whew. All right, got that one out. Porsche 911 Targa 4S in white. And got the Porsche licensing there, number 332. Let's take a peek at it. Just get it out here. Put this back in. I've said it 100 times, but I love Mini GT packaging. That's fantastic. All right, and let's take a peek at this up close. Again, everything good that you would expect from Mini GT. Quality control is pretty much spot on. I don't really see any major issues with it or anything like that. The detail is crisp and is there. Looks good. I always loved the Targa Porsche too. They just kind of look neat. This big bar over the top. I just thought it looked really cool. Pretty cool. It's kind of a basic looking Porsche. It's not like super exciting, but I'm glad they did it nonetheless. And I think that does good. It's good representation of it. All right, let's see here. While you're looking at this, maybe I will struggle with the packaging on the launches. These ones I was super excited to see that they were coming out. And really pumped to see that these were coming out when they were announced. And man, my Mini GT collection, by the way, has gotten pretty massive. At one point, I thought for a second or two that I was going to try to go after all of them, and then that quickly faded into that is not a great idea, because there is so many of them that have come out. They started off a little bit slower and really picked up the pace of releasing stuff, and it would be really difficult. And with all like the special editions and country exclusives and Mio exclusives and all sorts of stuff, there's some ones that are really tough to get a hold of. And then if you start throwing in chases and stuff, that's going to be near impossible as well. It would be neat. It would be definitely a feat, a collecting feat, but I don't think it's a challenge I'm necessarily out for. All right, so let's do the launches real quick, and then we'll get into the Miata. So Lancia Delta HF Integrale Evoluzione Martini Racing. So we got a basic one, and then we got one with more racing liveries from the 1992 Rally 1000 Lakes winner. So, cool. All right, let's start out with the one with the less livery. Originally, I was only going to get one of these. I was going to get the one with more of the racing livery, the one that was from the actual 1992 Rally race. But then I decided to get both of these when I found out, I guess, that they were recalled or something. Because I thought, you know, last time I missed out on a recalled item was a black Lamborghini, and I was just a little bit too late, and I never ended up getting one, and now those are pretty much non-existent to try to find, so difficult stuff. I don't really see any quality issues with this one, just looking at it right off the bat. There's some fragility to it, that is for sure. These little back, whatever they are, bumperish pieces are a hard plastic, and they do look like they could easily fall off. Same with the spoiler up top. But again, we get jeweled or lensed details for the taillights and the headlights. We get all the detail we'd expect from a GT. Now, these aren't going to have opening parts like the Kaido House stuff, right? But these are 1/64 scale. We're going to go ahead and get the other one out real quick and just check it out. These are basically the same thing with some slight differences, mainly just in graphics. I think that's the only real differences are in the graphics on the vehicle. This one's a little bit more busy, but it's a rally racing car, and it looks, I don't know, it looks fantastic. I don't really see any issues. There's maybe a small little, what's going on by this taillight. Nothing to complain about, really. And maybe slight little sloppiness right there. I don't know. I think it looks great. So if anybody knows the story behind this, what the deal is, let me know. I'm not familiar with it. The other cool thing, if you look inside of here, I don't know how you're going to be able to see inside of there. There is a spare tire in both of these in the back. So they are ready to rally. And really cool. I'm glad I got both. I'm glad I picked up both of these. Super cool little pieces. Mini GT is just fantastic. The stuff that they're doing is just great. It's hit after hit after hit. All right, next, the Mazda Miata MX-5 in Mariner Blue with headlights up. Gotta get it with the headlights up, right? Just have to. We do have some Mazda licensing stuff on the back here. This little cute little car. Good old Miata. Kind of neat that Mini GT decided to do this one, and it is really cool that they decided to do it in headlights up and headlights down. I had to get the headlights up. Man, those headlights do look massive on this thing. It does look kind of froggish. Man, it almost doesn't look to scale, but I'm guessing it is. I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing it is. Would have been super cool if they could have done something like I've seen Tomica Premiums do, where the headlights actually articulate, they move up and down. That's asking a lot, but you know, it's not out of the realm of possibility that it can be done, because I've seen it done. But yeah, this is a cool little car. Not bad. Paint's got a little bit of looks like there was some dust underneath it or something like that. So there's a little bit of bubbling back here. You kind of see that, or like there was an imperfection. Something was dirty, yeah, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But other than that, it looks pretty good. Digging it. Not super exciting. Really red, I think, is the appropriate color for the Miata, but we'll take it in blue for now. I'm sure it's coming out in red if it's not already. And we'll have to pick up that one maybe in the future. But it's a neat little fun casting, right? Just like the car in real life. Just a neat little car, fun casting. Pretty cool. All right. Moving on from that stuff, let's do Matchbox. We're going to start with the 1975 Range Rover in the moving parts. The basic moving parts series that can be found at Walmart. And here is this casting in this kind of non-attractive, poopy, baby poopy yellow, kind of not real good color, I don't think. Not the best color ever. Copyright date 2021. I think this is a new casting, right? Is this the first release of it? Somebody let me know. And it's okay. For a basic moving parts model, I think it's pretty awesome. Not a big fan of the wheels, I guess. But, it's a pretty cool piece. All right. Moving on. Matchbox. Let's do the Nissan GTR Nismo from Matchbox Collectors series. This series, just like the Boulevard series is for me, is very, very hit and miss from Mattel. Like, it's almost like I gotta just rely on a hobby dealer for this series because you just can't find them in the store. And I don't know if it's because they just literally are never getting them, or if it's just every time they get them, they're just gone right away, which is very possible. So this is actually in kind of a matte pearl white, I guess, if that's possible. And I think this one is a new casting as well. And it's pretty nice. It's got the inserted headlight, not really inserted headlights, they're part of the windshield piece. But it does have that detail there. Oh, hold up, I got someone knocking on the door. All right, sorry for the interruption there, but we got, opening doors. Ooh, okay. Opening doors. I don't want to pull it beyond there. That is tight. Oh, it's tight on both sides. Okay, opening door fail on this casting. I'm going to call that. It feels like you're going to break it. I don't want to break it, so that's as far as it's going to get opened. Maybe they're meant to be tight. It feels like they're pushing around the dashboard. That is weird. I don't like that, so we're going to close them. And they're going to stay closed. I honestly don't really care about the moving parts. I just like that they're doing kind of more premium geared castings, and I think it looks nice. Otherwise, so the plastic spoiler's nice. The details up here is nice. The details here looks good. So, yeah, all that. So, pretty neat. Anyway. All right, so there's that one. And then let's do, I guess, the Pagani. Let's stick with the white car. Huayra Roadster. I've seen this car. Mini GTs put out this car. I did a great version of it. Huayra Roadster. I actually have it in white for Mini GT, and it looks fantastic. Which I believe was a Tokyo exclusive, some sort of exclusive. And then we got this guy, the Huayra. Does this open? Yes, it does. Ooh, and we got details under there. Details for days. Look at that. Very cool. Very neat. All right, so digging that for sure. How does it shut though? Oh, it like goes in. That's clever. I like that. It shuts nice and tight. Now that's a good opening feature right there. That's well designed. So of course we get like a full deco sort of thing going on here. It's hard to do this rear end here with just like deco, especially these taillights. But I think they did a fair job of it. I mean, definitely when restricted to just a tampo, they did a great job. Same with the front ones. These are also weird. They're weird shaped. They look weird and definitely going to be tough to do with a tampo. And I think they did a good job there too. So this model, I think, a little bit higher quality than this one as far as the design goes. In my opinion, of course. I really like this one. I'd like to see it come out in some more colors. That's pretty awesome. It's kind of a glossy white too. All right. Next up is this one. Now this is really kind of a redo of an older casting, but I like this casting. I've got a few of the old ones. I got a few of the newer ones, and they put it out a few times, and that's okay. I like this livery though. This red, white, and blue 78, number 78 livery. So beautiful. Definitely digging this. So it's got like a metal flake blue. Graphics on it look good. I like the bronzish, goldish rims. The doors open on this one with ease. And shut pretty good. Lines in the doors look decent. We got a white base. Yeah, that's awesome. That's a nice looking Matchbox. Undoubtedly, this would not hang on the pegs. None of these would, really. The Pagani, the GTR, I mean, GTR fanboys obviously are going to be picking this one up. And it's hard to pass up a Datsun. And this thing looks pretty awesome. So that's really sweet. All right. So that's your Matchbox for today. What we have left is Hot Wheels, and we'll kind of go through these somewhat fast. We got this one, Old News Boulevard Series. Never found it. Actually, no, now that I think of it, maybe I do have these two. I have to look. I honestly don't remember. I thought maybe I did snag up the Hard Body and the Kafer Racer. I don't think I got the Civic and ever saw it. I know for sure I don't have that Toyota 4Runner. And I didn't have this either, so you will have to take a look. This Mercedes is really cool, though. The CLK race car. And honestly, this is the highlight of the series for me. Like, out of the 5 cars in this particular set, this one is my favorite. So I am glad that I got this one. I know the most hyped one probably is that Toyota 4Runner, right? But I just think this looks awesome. The wheels look great. Everything about it, I think, looks really good. That's an awesome model. So I finally got one. That's really cool. Finally. It's just a good quality premium Hot Wheels. Scale-wise, presentation-wise, it just looks absolutely good. Another car that's pretty cool is this Porsche 935. Just a basic model, but I like the casting. And the livery on this one looks pretty neat with the blue and yellow and kind of a purplish Goodyear graphic Bilstein. Awesome. Like this one too. This is cooler, but they're both pretty cool. All right. Next up, we got Fast and Furious. So let's go Fast and Furious through these. Because like I said, there isn't much to look at with these aside the fact that, you know, this Grand National has different wheels. So we'll drop that one down. The Lightning's got different wheels. I'll drop that one down. And then the Trans Am, there's some subtle differences in the graphic. And I don't remember what they all are, so I can't really intelligently comment about it at the moment. But man, this packaging is like really dry. Oddly dry. It's like, look at the dust. That's weird. I don't think I've ever had it do that before. That's odd. All right. This truck looks a lot better with these wheels than the previous ones. I'll say that with confidence. This Grand National, actually, now that I got out of the package, it does look good with these wheels, and maybe they're actually more period correct than the wheels that were on the other version of it. But who doesn't love a Grand National? This is a sweet casting. I have a hard time not picking up any of the ones that, you know, anytime they put out this casting, I'm going to want it. I just am. So these two are cool. And then anytime they put out this casting, I have to have it too, just because I collect Firebirds, right? So yeah, I think the difference, like there's red up here on this one, and it's gold on the other one. And there's some red, I think, at the logo. And I think the Firebird thing is slightly narrower on this one, something like that. I don't recall, but it's a bird. Had to get it. Had to add it to the collection. Had to have the version of it, even if there's just a slight difference. Had to have it. All right. Now, last, the series that annoys me the most of any Hot Wheels series, and that is Team Transport. I hate this series. I can't say that. I hate it. I do. I'm annoyed with it because I'm done with these trucks. I get it, they're cool, but by now, and there's so many of these that have come out that I just don't have room for the trucks. I don't know what to do. It's like I got to keep the trucks to keep the series complete. But then it's like, well, I don't really have a complete series. I don't have the Supreme one. There's some ones that I don't have. But anyway, for the store purchased, or hobby dealer purchased, I guess, waves of these. I'm pretty sure I got all of them. And out of room, you know. It's like, what do you do? It's almost like, do I keep this? Like I kind of do with Greenlight, cut out these, but it's too late for that because I can't go back in time and change that with all the other ones. Whatever. Anyway, enough talk about that. We got the AMC Rebel Machine. The cars that they're putting out on these are fantastic, but it's just the trucks are getting old to me. I just can't. I just don't have room for them, really. This is the annoyance with me. It's not that they're bad or whatever, but they take up a lot of space. So the car's cool. Rebel Machine's cool. I don't think they've used this casting too many times. So when did it come out? Copyright date on the bottom is 2012. So it's been around for a long time. I don't think there's been too many versions of it, though. So it looks pretty good. The truck is what it is. It's a matching unit there. So that's cool. Next, we get another Lancia. That's 3 launches in this thing. And this is the Stratos Group 5 car in a Lancia truck. The Sakura Sprinter. Japanese-inspired, not licensed truck. Box truck. So the car and the truck. So, you know, whatever. Truck's the truck. Plastic box. You can fit a car in there. I don't really like box trucks, die-cast. These are my least favorite because you can't see the car when the car is mated with the truck. So if I put the thing in here, I mean, you could kind of display it, I suppose, like that-ish. But it doesn't really work. And, you know, it's funny. The car doesn't even fit. Maybe it'll fit this way. No, it doesn't. Or, oh, there it does. There it goes. All right, sorry about that. I thought for sure it wasn't fitting. It's too wide. But it does fit. But really what we're after is the car. Kind of cool. It's got, you know, kind of a famous livery or whatever for this car is a Marlboro livery. But obviously Mattel's not going to put a cigarette company onto a vehicle. I don't even think that'd be legal to do on a Hot Wheels. So you're not going to see that, obviously, but this is definitely inspired by that livery, by a Marlboro livery with the red and white. You know, smoking aside, obviously not good for you, you know, but the liveries were kind of cool. The marble one and the camel one too. So, you know, it's just a sign of a different time, you know. It's pretty cool. This thing doesn't roll all that well, actually, though. The tires kind of scrape the wheel well back here. I don't know if mine's a defective unit or what, but that's a sick piece, though. I like it. All right. Lastly, I don't know which one of these is the more pop. Probably this Golf one's going to be the more popular one, right? Just because of the fact it's got the orange and blue Golf livery, and Porsche 917 LH with the Fleet Flyer, another box truck, another billboard on wheels. Yeah, let's peep it. So yeah, I guess you could sort of display them like that if you left that plastic in there. No, not quite. So again, we got the box truck. Yippee-ki-yay. It's a box truck. I'll just set it up there. And then we got the Porsche. Ugh. All right, I'm a bit disappointed with this one. And reason being, the orange is just not right. The blue looks okay. The orange, how pixelated can you get? That is not good. In my opinion, okay, maybe that's acceptable to some of you, but it's not really that acceptable to me. This launch looks so much better, so much crisper, so much cleaner. This one looks bleh. Not great. Which is disappointing. That orange is just not the right hue. The blue really isn't either. Like this, see the blue on this truck versus the blue on here? This is a lighter shade. This looks a lot better. A lot more correct, dare I say. And I'm not exactly the best judge of colors and what's correct, but I can tell you that is more appealing to the eye than this is, to me. So, interesting. All right, so there's that one. That one's kind of a dud, unfortunately, to me. The color's just off. All right, that's it for this episode. I think, obviously, the highlights for me, I think, are the Mini GT. I love this. This is fantastic. And I really like these Kaido House wagons. I think these are beautifully done. So I really, really like those. Of course, the Auto World square bodies, can't leave those out. And then we got... that Matchbox is pretty sick too. All right, so that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. Thanks again for watching another Diecast weekly episode where we take a peek at what I picked up in the week, or whatever, what I'm willing to show you from what I picked up in the week. Ha ha ha. There's a lot more stuff to come. I got a lot of stuff coming yet. It's nonstop, right? So keep her tuned. Yeah, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.